Welcome to Adventure House Auctions. This is our auction tutorial. Our auction page can be found at adventurehouse.com/AH_auctions. Once you've entered, please register or log in. If you've already registered, log in, simply enter your username or email address and then your password. You will notice the little eyeball icon at the end. If you click that, it will show you what your password, what you just typed in. You can either press login, but I would recommend you use Remember Me. Click on the login, and once you've clicked login, it will send you to the main page. Here you will notice that there are several images. One is the most current auction, and you can see as you scroll through. If you'd like to see the ones that are closing the soonest, click on the sort page, sort on auction by ending soon, and it will show you all of those auctions that are ending the soonest. You'll see how much time there is, week, days, hours, all the way down to minutes and seconds. Also, you see what the current bid is. You can click on bid now if you wanted to bid immediately, or if you wanted to get more information, click on either the image or the link. Here you will see the name of the lot, what the date of that particular magazine is, its condition, and its ID number. You'll also again see that the auction opens and closes dates and the current time in which the auction will close. This lot does particularly have a reserve, shows that it has not been met. There is proxy bidding, which means that you can enter in either the next highest bid, in this case would be $850, or you can put in a much higher rate, such as $2,000. Now you would click on custom bid. We're not going to do that since this is a live auction currently. We do not want to make a false bid on an account that doesn't actually exist. If you move down the screen, you'll see that there are descriptive information such as the lead author and the story title, several other authors, the artist's name, an estimated value of the item, publisher, condition, and any other particular notes, like in this case signed by Norman Saunders. The additional information is strictly the size and weight of the book. Bids shows you who has bid. The word auto that you see there means that someone has placed a max bid. Private message is if you wanted to send us a message for, let's say, information. In this case, let's go right ahead and type in a quick message like, how is the back cover? Hit send. It will automatically send us an email and we will contact you directly. In the case of this particular lot, you'll see that the buyer's premium is 15% of the winning bid. So if it was a $100 winning bid, you would be charged $115. Now, search is a very powerful tool. It allows you to search by titles, by authors, by all sorts of different methods. Now, in this case, you'll see that you could search on any specific lot, or you can search on all of them. Doing so will bring up not only the two most recent lots that are up for bid still, and you can see the time that they're still available, but they will also show all of the previous of that particular title that you typed in and what their winning bid was. And you can see as we scroll through here, there were a good number of spicy mysteries sold over the last couple of years within our auction. We've been lucky enough to have two large collections to auction, and you can see there's actually 3 windows with all sorts of different items available. So we could scroll down for 3 pages worth of spices. Now, if you wanted to head directly back home, you can either hit the home button there, which is that link, takes you back to the main auction page. Again, we can click right on auction 28, which is the most recent one. Again, if you wanted to sort by the items ending the soonest, we would click that particular sort button. And again, you can see all of them. And you'll notice that there is 2 minutes between each lot closing. So they will do a rolling close. Rolling close also is interrupted only if someone tries to place a bid with 3 minutes remaining in that particular lot. It would then extend the bidding by an additional 5 minutes. That's only for that particular lot, will not make all the rest of them close at a different time. Let's go back up and search, because search can be a lot more than just a title. In this case, let's type in Robert E. Howard. Now, we do know that there's a lot of Howard stories in here because the most recent auction we have was a huge Howard collector. And you can see all these items that are now up for bid. But you could also just type in the word Howard. Now, what will happen with Howard is that we'll find every circumstance in which the name Howard appears. Now, all of these aren't necessarily Robert E. Howard, as we'll scroll back up here to the Detective Story magazine, and you'll see when we click on the information that the Howard in this case is Howard Fielding. So it's not only Robert E. Howard, it's finding every instance of Howard. Now, if we wanted to add this to a watch list for later bidding, you can click on, as we just did, watch list, and you'll see here a list of all the books that we have currently watching, which is just this first one. We'll just do the back button here, and then you could also click on the auction 28 link. Now let's say we want to have a couple items in our watch list. Here's the Double Detective. We click on that one as well. Go back to the auction and scroll down. Let's see now. You know, that Horror Stories looks good. I'd like to keep an eye on that to see what's going on with that particular item. We again click on the watch list. And let's see now. Let's go to page number 3. The Street and Smith Sampler. Excellent book. Very difficult. Let's add that to the watch list. Difficult book to find is what I'm trying to say. Now, if we click on the My Account, you'll see you have what we call the dashboard. Now, clicking on the auctions link will show you what you have in the watch list, but also if you've placed any bids, what they're active, any that you might have won in previous auctions, and bids, unfortunately, you might have lost. Clicking on the watch list will bring up a list. Now, this will look exactly the same for bids active and bids won. Gives you the link, shows you what the current bid is here in this case, but also gives you a direct link so you don't have to remember where the auction particular is in the I should say the lot within the auction. And then again, you can type in whatever bid amount that you want to do, whether or not it's the most current bid or a max bid. That's all again done under auctions link, and you have bids active, bids won, bids lost, and watch list. I clicked on the bids active. Obviously there is nothing in there, but again, it would look, if there were bids active, it would look just like the watch list. Okay, this is your dashboard. This is where you would enter information, like take for instance, here's your account details. Clicking this would bring up your name, in this case my fictitious Emil Tepperman, And if you wanted to change your password, you could enter your current password and your new password, leaving it again, and then click on So if you wanted to change how your name is displayed, you could also click on that, whatever you want to. Here we can go to addresses. In this case, you would enter your billing address, and if it's different, you would also add in a shipping address. But let's say we're going to just add our billing address. So we'll quickly enter in our first and last name, checking the country that you might particularly live in, United States. In this case, we're going to go right ahead and enter in this case, our fictitious street address. And here you would put your town or city. We're just going to go right ahead and make up a fictitious name of Pulp Town, and then make sure you put in the state. Proper zip code. In this case, I'm just putting in my zip code. And a phone number. If you want us to be able to contact you, we definitely recommend that you would put in whatever phone number that you'd like us to contact you with. And of course, your email address is already saved. Click Save Address, and you can see how it's updated. And again, if you have a different shipping address, you would do the same thing by clicking Add and then entering in the correct shipping address information. Now, under payment methods, you can add a payment method and it will keep track of this information for you. Now, this is if you're going to use a credit card, and it would be through Square. You'd put in your card number, your expiration date, and your 3-digit security code, but you could also pay by PayPal if you want to. That's not saved. That would be under a different screen when you check out. Okay, so hopefully you've won an auction, and you can click on this guide to pay for auctions. You need to go through the step-by-step process. You'll find that link right on the main auction page. And in this case, it will give you how you would enter in your auction winners, and it will also help you figure out how you want to pay for and ship. All right, so clicking on it takes us back to the main page. We can also have another link that takes us to our shopping cart site, which allows direct sales without the process of auctions. In this case, let's go right ahead, click on Pulp Magazines. What the heck? Let's go to Hero Pulps. And let's go Doc Savage. So we scroll down, we see Doc Savage, click on that, and here we have several pages of Doc Savages. You can sort again by the prices high to low or low to high in this case. And you can see we've got books anywhere from $10 on up. Let's go to the high price books. Thank you for checking out our auction tutorial. If you have any other questions, please feel free to contact us.